Welcome to another deep dive into leadership. Joining us today is Greg Sizelove, who's president of Kids Books Publishing. I've worked with Greg as part of our Vistage group for the last couple of years, and I wanted to share Greg's story with the group. So let's kick things off. Greg, tell us a little bit about what you do in a couple sentences.
Sure. First, thanks for having me, Mike. I appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to have a further discussion with you. As you said, I'm the president of Kids Books Publishing. At Kids Books, we create, design, and produce our own line of children's books. They're primarily marketed through mass market retailers and warehouse clubs channels. So, easy way to put it, you would find us Walmart, Target, Costco, Sam's, BJ's, Amazon.
All right, that seems like just a fascinating journey to get to where you are. And I know you and I have had a chance to talk about that for a bit. But from the start, tell us a little bit about what is your why? What drives you?
Well, I have two whys, Mike. One is personally. Personally, my 9-year-old son, Sawyer, drives me. He's the inspiration for me. He's always smiling. He truly never has a bad day. And I've come to the reality that when I grow up, I want to be more like him. So that's something
Very
that
cool.
drives me.
Very
That
cool.
drives me
I like that.
personally. Professionally, we have a core focus at Kids Books, and that perfectly summarizes what my why is professionally. We make products that parents need and children want. So we know we serve two constituents, the parents or the grandparents or whomever's buying that product, but ultimately they're not going to buy another one if the child doesn't enjoy it and find some value in that and entertainment.
Yeah. And I know I got a couple books from you just over the holidays and was able to give those out to
Wonderful.
my two nephews, and they loved them. So thank you
Wonderful.
for that.
Good.
You're,
We like
you're,
good feedback. We
yep,
like
you're
any
two,
feedback, but good is if positive feedback is the best kind.
yep, a two-reader sample is working great for you. You got two thumbs up from both.
Wonderful.
Um,
Ask them if they can review that on Amazon, please.
as
Kidding.
you know, as I mean, we've come through the pandemic. Things have been up and down. I know you've had some business challenges as you've got to
Yes,
overcome as we've gone through all of that.
certainly.
And it's made us go back and look at our goals, both for the company, but also for ourselves as a leader.
Mhm.
Share some of your goals as a leader with us.
My goal, Mike, and which drives me daily, is continuous growth. I never want to stop learning, bettering myself as a leader, as an employee, and also as a person. I feel like that is what drives me, is how can I do better? And many of my conversations with you, always talk about, and we always will go back to, what could we have done better in this situation? How could it have been? How could I have grown? How could I go better? Or how could I perform better as a leader? What did I learn from the past so I can correct it going forward?
Okay. And then as you look at other leaders, either in the world at large or in business, uh, what are some of your takeaways? What in your mind do you see out there as a good leader, and what are you trying to model yourself after?
I think what I would love to do better at is fostering an environment for my team to excel. I feel like it's the leader's responsibility to remove obstacles and allow them the space and the guidance to perform the role that they were brought on to do. To constantly remember, this is what they were hired for. You saw something in them, and you knew they could do this position. Just get out of their way and let them do the job.
Very cool. And you and I have gotten to know each other over the last few years as part of our Vistage peer advisory group.
Yes.
But some folks may not be familiar with that. So can you share some of the benefits you found for belonging to a Vistage peer advisory group?
Vistage supplied me a forum to continue that path for growth. Through the speakers, certainly, I see value in every speaker that we've had, but most importantly, through the group itself. I'll be very honest, Mike, I was reluctant to join Vistage. I didn't know what possible value could I bring to the group. I knew I would receive. I didn't know what I could give. And the group has welcomed me with open arms. And I soon learned, maybe 1 to 2 meetings into it, I did have something to offer. And that, the issues we were talking about, the goals that we were talking about, everything that we were discussing was common amongst all the leaders in the organization and through the group, no matter what vertical they were in. As you know, we have representation from many different verticals, but I found commonality that I didn't know that I would necessarily find at that level.
Well, Greg, two things. One is that I want to reinforce that you bring a great insight and
Thank you.
perspective
Thank you.
to the group, and members have commented that all the way through. And second, you're right, by having different verticals, we also have no competitors in the room.
No.
So it allows two things. It allows the members to be open, but it also helps us eliminate blind spots. That if
Yes.
too many folks from one industry might have the same common blind spots. So that's one of the focuses of Vistage, is to make sure we eliminate those blind spots and help everybody get a broader perspective.
And knowing when you walk into that room, it's a safe environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's an environment where you can share, you can be open and honest, you can be completely transparent and not judge whatsoever. Everybody's there to learn and to help the other one.
We've just finished up the year. There's been a lot of reflection going on about the past year, but let me ask a bigger question, put it on a bigger stage for you.
Sure.
What do you want to be remembered for? What's your legacy as a leader?
It's a good question, Mike. I would love to be remembered as a man of my word, someone who did my best and ultimately made an impact on the lives of those people that are around me. I think if I could tick those boxes, that would be a life well lived.
Wow. Greg, that's fantastic. And I really, what you just said really resonates with me, because I look at one of my top value sets or goals is to make a difference in the lives of the people around me.
Yes.
And Vistage has given me a chance to do that. And so thank you.
Well, thank you, Mike. I can definitely say, for me personally, you have made an impact on my life, and Vistage has as well. But definitely you, and getting to know you and learning from you has been a phenomenal opportunity.
Wow. Greg, thank you. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Mike.
All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us in another deep dive into leadership. If you'd like to learn more about Vistage or the benefits of a peer advisory group, please reach out. I look forward to talking to you. In the meantime, I hope you'll join us on our next deep dive. Take care. Bye for now.